we do as parents, we feel like, right, we've got to chuck everything we're doing to the wayside because now the child is awake, therefore we've got to, because that's what constitutes being a good parent. Actually, no, you don't. So she was 3. I think we have to be honest with ourselves. There is a period of time when they're very little and totally dependent on you for everything. You're just not going to be able to do it unless you've got childcare support where people are taking your child off your hands, so you've got that time. And if you have got that time, my suggestion would be to rest. So we have to recognise that there are seasons for everything. When my daughter was very, very little, I'm a single parent. There was a period of time where I lived above a gym. I could never get to the gym because the operational hoo-ha it required to be able to go to the gym, I could just never do it. I just knew, and I didn't get into, oh, it's so unfair, it's so hard. I recognised that this was a season of me not being able to do that. And that was that. Took it on the chin. But when she was 3 and she started waking up when I would wake up, and I would do my journaling, I didn't think, oh, right, she's awake now, so I can't do it. Oh, my goodness. And all of the psychodrama that goes along with it. I would make her a hot drink. I would give her a yogurt so she wasn't hungry. I would get out her colouring book and her colouring pens. She would colour whilst I would journal. I now have an 18-year-old who has a regular journaling practice. So we mustn't do this martyrdom thing where we're like, I can't look after myself because my child is around. We role model for our children and we can teach our children. It's different if you've got a child that's got additional needs. But if your child doesn't have additional needs, there is no reason whatsoever why you cannot wake up 15 minutes earlier, give yourself that time. And if they wake up, you say, Mummy, Daddy, parent is doing whatever thing. Here's yours. I'm doing mine. And you would even do things at first. I would show her on the clock where the hands would be when I would be finished doing what I'm doing. That's how we do it. It's things like when you are, and I believe in like adding things into your day as it is, rather than adding things on top so it feels like a to-do list. So it's things like when you're making a cup of tea or whatever drink you're doing, like just do that. Just do that. Don't have one eye on your phone. Don't have another hand on the keyboard. Just take that moment because it has a compounding impact. The things we do, even if you do, you make 3 hot drinks in a day and you give yourself 5 minutes just to make that drink. Even if you don't drink it in silence or whatever, that's 15 minutes a day. Over a week, that compounds. Over a month, that compounds. Over a year, that compounds. So we need to start looking at things with a long-term approach rather than wanting an instant salve immediately. That's just not going to happen. And when we do things like this, you teach your body that you're going to have micro moments of connection and your body starts to trust. It's okay that you're going to do all of this output, but there's going to be a little bit of time that you can have for yourself. And the other thing I would say, I didn't even know this existed until I started working as a coach. A lot of the mothers I was working with that had small children are touching you all the time. They were kind of like all touched out. They would do things like go to bed late because they needed to have that time for themselves. That means you're then depriving yourself of sleep. Sleep is one of the best, like we talk about biohacking, you don't need to do half that biohacking if you're getting adequate sleep. So my recommendation would be to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier so that you can have that alone time at the beginning of your day. Because 1, you're prioritizing yourself and you've done it now, you've had that time. And 2, you're not interrupting your sleep at night.